Let's do a self-exploration meditation on the shloka Purnamadah Purnamidam, meaning only fullness is. Let the waker, who is acting like a spiritual seeker, relax. Let the waker disappear and dissolve into the witnessing field. Allow the following words to envelop you. Immerse yourself in the power of these beautiful Sanskrit words. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om. All that is unseen, invisible, unmanifest, that is fullness, completeness, totality. All that which is seen, that which is visible, that which is manifest, is also fullness, completeness, totality. From fullness, the world arises. Into fullness, the world returns. Yet, fullness remains untouched, unaffected. Fullness remains as fullness. The totality remains as the totality. Let's dive deeper into the meaning of this shloka, into the meaning of this beautiful chant. The sound of these wisdom words is that which is seen, that which is manifest. The source from which the words arose, the backdrop of nothingness, that is the unseen, the unmanifest. Are you able to directly see this right here, right now? The seen and the unseen, the manifest and the unmanifest. Are you able to recognize that the backdrop of nothingness is complete in itself? It is full in itself. It is the totality, the entirety. When this sound appeared from that fullness background, it could not take anything away from the background. The background of nothingness remains intact. It remains complete in itself. It is full. The fullness remains. The totality is intact. When the sound disappears back into the background of nothingness, the background of nothingness still remains intact, unaffected, untouched. What is sound? Isn't it simply an arising? Is there any proof that this arising is something separate from your own awareness? Is there a separate hearer of the sound? A separate process of hearing and a separate source of sound? Or in your direct seeing right now, are they all simply the oneness of awareness? If the mind brings up an argument that a hearer, the process of hearing, and the heard are three separate entities, then ask your mind, Can you draw a line where the sound ends and the hearer begins? Can you draw a line where the source of the sound ends and the sound begins? Are there really three separate entities here, or is it all simply the oneness of awareness? Let's attempt the same with touch. What is touch? Allow the hand of the waker to touch the table, the chair, or any object that is around you. Is there a separate toucher, a separate process of touching, and a separate source of touch or object of touch? Keeping your eyes closed, focusing simply on the sensation of touch. Do you recognize three separate entities? Toucher, touching, and touched? Or is there only the singleness of awareness? Do you recognize that touch appeared from nothingness and dissolved back into the background of nothingness? Are you able to see that the background of nothingness remains intact? Whether touch arises from it or dissolves back into it, nothingness remains as it is, complete, full, total. Are there three entities? A separate toucher, a separate process of touching, and a separate object of touched? Or is it the singleness of awareness? If the mind brings up the argument that there are three separate entities, ask it to prove it to you. Ask it, can you draw a line where the toucher ends and the process of touching begins? Can you draw a line where the object of touch ends and the process of touching begins. Ask your mind, are there three separate entities, or is it simply a singleness? Those who have recognized the singleness, the oneness, simply be with it. Dissolve into it. Immerse into the oneness. What is this oneness made of? Can you find a specific something that it is made up of? Are you able to recognize that you cannot find anything other than your awareness there? Ask yourself, what is the awareness made of? Do you recognize an alive, unconditioned emptiness there? It's not a dead emptiness. It is alive. It is throbbing. Yet, it is unconditioned by thought. Hearer, hearing, and the heard are all simply the conscious, alive, unconditioned emptiness. The toucher, touching, and the touched are all simply alive, conscious, unconditioned emptiness. Similarly, the smeller, the process of smelling, and that which is smelled are simply a conscious, alive, unconditioned emptiness. Similarly, the seer, the process of seeing, and the object of sight are alive, unconditioned emptiness. Similarly, the taster, the process of tasting, and the tasted are all simply alive, unconditioned emptiness. That alive and conscious emptiness that is unconditioned by thought, that is consciousness in motion, or consciousness in movement. Sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, and sensation are simply consciousness in motion. When the movement disappears, what remains is consciousness at rest. Dive deeper to understand the difference between consciousness in motion and consciousness at rest. The unmanifest is consciousness at rest. The manifest is consciousness in motion. From consciousness at rest arises consciousness in motion. Into consciousness at rest dissolves consciousness in motion. Whether at rest or in motion, consciousness remains ever full, ever complete, infinite, the unchanging whole, the indiminishable totality. Silence reveals that consciousness is the infinite totality. That infinite totality is Brahman, the vast. Just like a flame can light another flame without diminishing itself, Brahman remains unfading, unchanging, ever full, ever radiant, even after projecting the manifest, the seen, the arisings of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, and sensations. Brahman remains unchanging even after swallowing back all the arisings of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, thought, feeling, and sensation. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. All that is unseen is fullness. All that is seen is fullness. From fullness, all arises. Into fullness, all returns. Fullness remains. Fullness remains. Fullness remains.